What's up, Internet? We are here with a very special day. It is that one time of year where I get slightly older and feel really self-conscious about it. When I do this, I tend to just pick a game that I really enjoy. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of games in, like, my top 10 list that I would ever classify as games I can play in one sitting. So I've actually done both of them now. All the rest are like 100-hour RPGs. This is Nights into Dreams, one of my favorite games of all time, one of the most unique games of all time, and the game that wants to, or made me want to design games myself. And it was a game that made me feel a lot of childlike wonderment. It's a very special game to me. We're going to play Brand New Dreams, which is the basically remake of the PS2 version. This is the Xbox 360 remake version played on Xbox One. As you can see, I've already cleared all the levels, but we're going to do them in order. We've got two characters. We've got Clarice and Elliot. They each have different levels, except for the last one, which is the same, so we only really have to do it once. It doesn't really matter. It's identical. But we'll start with Clarice, and I'm less good with her levels, but we'll see what we can do. Spring Valley is probably the best level of hers that I'm actually kind of good at, but that's because the demo of this game was entirely this. Also, those are the prototypes of the Chow from Sonic Adventure, the little angel guys. If you're not familiar with this game, and why would you be, it's a Sega Saturn game, and I'm the only person in the world who seemed to actually appreciate that damn console. It's the best console ever for what it's worth. Seriously, just go get a Sega Saturn. Totally worth it. This is kind of a unique arcadey type game. Basically, you are entered into an environment. You then have to go into these weird, like, giant jellyfish capture devices. This thing right here, once you collect 20 of those blue thingies. And then you get a little orb that lets you move on to the next lap of the area. Once you complete all 5 laps, then you go to the boss. But the neat thing about this game is once you gather it, you're not obligated to go to the next area right off. You actually have until the end of your transformation, which you can see by the number on the top of the screen that's counting down. And until that time, you can just gain points. Now, if you de-transform in that time, again, you let that timer run out, you're not dead or anything, but you pretty much lose all of your score. So, you know, if you're trying to gain points, it kind of sucks. Also, hey, dear. Now, there is an important reason why we're playing the remake version of this and not the original Saturn release, and it's entirely visuals. And it's not a matter of I just like that this looks better than the Saturn version. Because if that were it, I would be playing the Saturn version, because the Saturn version just, it plays so much better. But I've tried to record Saturn footage before, and if you're on my YouTube channel, you can see footage of it. It doesn't look very good when you record it, and the reason for that is, Nico tried to explain this to me once. I think it has something to do with the fact that the Sega Saturn, the console was originally for, had 2 processors, and each processor handled like half of every animation or something like that. So when you try and record it, it really muddies the picture up a lot and becomes basically unwatchable. Whereas the PS2 remake version that's on this is a lot easier. Well, Nights into Dreams, it's a very niche game. I can see why a lot of people don't like it, but it's one of my favorite games of all time, and that's helping me feel a little less old. That said, because we are playing the PS2 version, as I will reiterate, it doesn't control all that well. It's a lot better than when it launched. When this game launched, the PS2 version was basically unplayable because the controls didn't translate properly. They've kind of fixed that, but it's still not comfortable. But I have also played an inordinate amount of this game, to the point where at least one point in my life I did have a world record in this game. So I'm kind of used to playing it a certain way, and the controls just aren't going the way that I would ever describe as being super comfortable, but it's better, and again, I'm doing this because it looks good, not for physical comfort. But, damn, this game is so much fun. I know a lot of people like to dump on the sequel, and I will admit the sequel has a crap ton of issues, but yes, I just, when the sequel came out, I literally cried, just knowing that there was finally a sequel to this thing, because it's such a special game to me. And it's just such a unique game, because it's an arcadey score type of game, but it's very different than anything else, because it's also kind of a racing game. It's not really a platformer. It's its own sort of unique game. It's a game I would only ever describe as being a Nights into Dreams game, because there really isn't anything quite like it out there. There are a couple games that are sort of like it. I'm gonna run out of time. That's not good. Oh, poop, 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 poop. Go, 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 go. Oh yeah. And because you get a huge score bonus for continuing the stage after you've gotten the goal of the area, the little orb thing of dream energy or whatever, it behooves you to keep trying to score points afterwards, because you get a huge, huge point multiplier. But, you know, I'm glad I can play a little bit of this. I just wish this version actually played well. Because it does look so much better than the Saturn version. Speaking as someone who loves the Saturn version and loves the Saturn in general, this does not play very well. I still don't have anywhere near enough blue chips. Wow, I am doing so bad right now. I blame the fact that I'm playing the PS2 version, and not the proper Saturn version right now. Another strike against this particular version, though, is it removes the extra features of the demo. Because the demo had a lot of really cool features that, unfortunately, most of which were axed in this version and the PS2 version for some reason. And I have no idea why. In fact, weirdly enough, they added sort of some of them back in on top of the standard mode, and it doesn't really work all that well. Okay. Now, to keep track, the loops are basically there for score and additional, like, energy for stunts. As you can see in the corner, there's like an energy meter. That's for your speed up abilities. The chips are used for the goal of the game, and the stars are for extra points. Kind of. Like, there's a huge multiplier you can get at the end if you happen to get through the area collecting stars and you don't kill a single one of the prototype Sonic Adventure Chow thingies that have a name that I can't currently think of. Nightopians. If you don't kill any of those and you collect stars, you get a huge multiplier. And that's our 20 chips. We'll dive into the octopus. Oh, I hate those little guys with the spikes. They've got really janky hitboxes. Some of the hitboxes in this game are really special. At the end of this level, there's like a secret way to defeat the boss. I will try and do it once or twice, but it is an exercise in seeing how wonky some hitboxes in this game can be. But this level's amazing for score attack as well, because you can basically just chain it indefinitely. And that was a nice little feature in the sequel, as much as people like to dump on the sequel. It did have a couple levels that could be chained perfectly, and in fact, there are levels around building a high chain, and I once got literally to the point where the game stopped spawning it and gave up. Like, it's like, okay, you got 999, we're going to despawn everything because our counter can't pass that. But this is a very cool game. I like this game a lot. I was super into this back in the day when it first came out. Oh no! Oh, well, I just got the point bonus for having all the stars. Oh well. We'll go fight the boss now. Now this boss has some interesting mechanics. It's basically like a big wiggly dragon whose whole thing is you have to sort of smack his face a whole bunch until his tail falls off, but there's a secret way you can kill him instantly. But it relies on kind of the awkward hitboxes. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, I'm gonna give it one more go. Basically, you end up attacking him to the point where his tail ends up sort of spiking his head to death, but you get an instant kill if you can take his tail out. I got one more go. I don't think I'm gonna have time, but we'll try. One more go. I really wanted that. There we go. Instant kill. Nope. Nope. Just before the hitbox for the instant kill. That's the kill. Almost. I was so excited to get that instant kill. And I didn't get it. I do appreciate, though, that they made that an achievement in this game. Like, if you get the instant kill on him, you get an achievement for that, which I think is kind of cool. Because that's something not a lot of people know about this game, is there's like a quick kill for that boss. But, I'm glad I could spend a birthday with you as well. Oh, not even in the top 5. Oh well. That was level 1, Spring Valley. The best level for me out of the girls' path. After this, they get really difficult for me. But I think level 2 in both the characters are like the hardest levels in their sets. This is Mystic Forest, I believe. This is a level I mostly just call by the name of the soundtrack it has. Speaking of the soundtrack, this game's got a really weird soundtrack. Like, all the songs you're listening to aren't the actual normal songs in the game. Because the soundtrack to this game is based around, again, the prototype Chow in the background. As you play, and as more and more grow and thrive, the music changes to a happier pace. But if you kill more of them, it gets really sad and depressing. So they kind of dictate the soundtrack. So right now we're listening to very happy music, because there's a lot of them and they're doing very well. But we got enough for the thing. I will take that for the point multiplier, thank you. So we got the extra fancy music. That is not the music I'm used to, because I listen to the soundtrack of this game a whole bunch, as well as the sequel. Again, as much as people like to dump on the sequel, you know, the soundtrack was really damn good. That's why I use it in a lot of things. Whoops. Well, I'm not going to be getting the star bonus out of this one. Certainly just took one out. Again, the hitboxes in this are a little bit jank. And sometimes they just happen to be right where you don't want them to be, and there's very little you can do. Because it's all about finding like the perfect racing line, basically. And scoring as many points as you can. And not losing your combo. Like that. There we go. 17. Not bad. A few more. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I can make one more lap. Although I missed the party ball. Like that. Go, go, go. Woo! It's a very fast game. There's not really a moment to rest in this game. Here's where things get kind of weird, if I recall. Oh, no, it's a later lap. Okay. The thing about Nights is every lap of every level is kind of like its own unique experience, and it always like adds new mechanics and stuff, which is really interesting. Like, eventually we'll run into like a situation where it goes top down at some points, which is a little bit awkward. But it's such a fun game. It's such an interesting concept. Problem is it doesn't necessarily always work. I know the last stage of Elliot's route has like one chunk of a route that's literally just sitting around and waiting and basically randomly hoping you pick up points. But, you know, I just love how unique and interesting this game is. It's very special. I don't want to destroy those blocks. They take time. And time takes away from points. And I need points. That's why it's a score attack game. Go, 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 go. Down. Down. Avoid that guy who will drag us down. Grab, 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 grab. Go, go. It's 8. And... Oh no, we're slowing down. Oh, that was bad. That was a bad bounce. Go. Alright. Whoop. Alright. Just gotta keep going. I don't think I'm going to be able to make another lap, but I might be able to grab a couple extra points out of here. There we go. Okay. Lap 3. Hit those switches. Go down there into a secret route. Grab all the stars ever, even if they're not going to help. Get the party ball. And then get out of there. I don't know if that's actually faster. I've never, like, timed it. You could probably use that as a shortcut. Unfortunately, I'm really not sure if that's any faster. Ah, there we go. There, through there, cut back there, grab those and keep going. I don't have anywhere near enough blue chips. I'm doing terribly right now. I need 2 more. Party ball. The rings get progressively smaller to be harder to get. Let's not take the shortcut this time. Oh, I knew one of those was somewhere. There's a big box of blue chips somewhere you could have used, but you didn't. You had to take the shortcut. Because points. Whoop, let's grab that. Okay, we are actually running really dangerously short on time. Down here. Skip that. Go, 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 go. Yeah, now the music's gonna get all ominous. Alright, there we go. Oh, hey, Duchess, thank you. I am so freaking old right now. Alright. But it's fun to play things that make me feel young. I have good childhood memories about. Alright, here's the upside down one. There's a car that'll follow us. You can lead it to a garage somewhere, and I think you get bonus points for that. I know it's an achievement in this version. I think we just went the backwards route. I think we have to go this way. It's a little bit disorienting. I'm going to go top down. There's the garage that little car's supposed to go through. Come on, Mr. Car, go to your garage. Yep, we got some points for leading it to the garage. And there's a little jellyfish container. Alright, we got our points. Now we just gotta figure out how to get out of here. Now, the neat thing about this game is if you run out of time, you're not dead, as I've said. You actually, like, defuse with our little flying friend here, and you end up sort of walking around on foot, being chased by a clock that will wake you up from your dream. But what's interesting about it is, first of all, you can fight the clock, at least for a little while, and during that time you can run around on foot. And this game is not really designed for that, but there's a ton of, like, interesting little secrets and fun areas if you try to actually, like, just run around on foot without bothering to fly around. You can't engage bosses at that point, but it's still fun to see just how this world sort of reacts to you playing it slightly differently, and the fact that they actually planned for that. And we'll just make it in time. Ooh, B rank. Not good. Alright, that was never my best level anyway. Okay, this fish, easy enough. Gotta take these little fish, line them up, and sort of catapult you through at him. Unfortunately, hitboxes and where he chooses to be are a little bit inconsistent. You can line yourself up perfectly and miss him sometimes, but usually it's pretty good. Sometimes it's a perspective thing as well. And sometimes he'll just do that. This kind of reminds me, when I was a kid, I had like this, I don't know why I took damage there. I had this clear, like, plastic cup. And it had this, like, really neat, like, suspended, sort of like fluid in between, like the layers of the cup, so you could look in between, and there were like little beads of fish just swimming around in, like, inside your glass. It was really cool. I really liked that cup growing up. Okay, I think he's attacking. I think I still managed to hit him, which is good. Boop! There we go. There's actually two settings to this game. You can set it up so that you can fight the set bosses, which is what I've done here for the sake of kind of making this a Let's Play type thing. Or you can set it to random. Random is typically what you want, because there's one or two bosses that you can just objectively do better, but it's random. You could get the boss you're worst at every time, but... Oh, this is Nights into Dreams, or rather it is a HD remake of it that doesn't play quite as well, but it's an old Sega Saturn game. That's a big, big, important game in my life. I decided to play this again just to feel a little bit better about myself. This is one of the weirdest levels, because the ground in this area is made entirely of Jello. Like, everything about this is... This is, you know, just entirely variable geometry of the level, which is pretty cool. Also, seriously, soundtrack to this game's amazing. There's some blue chips for me. I am old. I'm exceptionally old. Alright, there's enough that we need. Now we just gotta find that. That. Now I just need to link a whole bunch of things together. 25, 28, 30, 32. We can almost link this route together properly. This is kind of like my favorite game for just building up score and trying to get better. Like, score attacking games is fun, but I think this game did it best because it has just such fun movement mechanics. Oh, I could have gotten 50 there, but I missed. Go, 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 no. That guy out. Oh, that slowed me down. I didn't get the party ball. Oh well. Just gotta keep getting those points. More points means more prizes. Ah, lost the party ball. This is the kind of game that takes a lot of getting used to play properly. And this particular version, not great for control, but that's just the remake, like PS2 style. If you play the Saturn style in the remake, it actually plays pretty well. Okay, go, 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 go. Now I actually get to go into the soft museum, and we can ricochet off all the walls. You can also destroy all these little things right here. They require you to run to like 3 times. It's a way to get points, but it usually takes too long to be really worth it. Alright, so now we just gotta press forward and find our capture. There it is. I don't think you can actually get those chips in the background. So now it's just scoring. I need all of the points ever in this place made entirely of Jello. Alright. We're out of there. That took about 20 seconds or so. It's important to kind of gauge how much time you take per lap as well, especially if you want to do well in this game. Because you only have so much time, and then things kind of go all sorts of wrong for you. So it's better to just fly fast, understand exactly how much time you need to take a lap, and if you just don't have enough time, just accept it and kind of cut your losses. So I might be able to make another one, maybe, but it'll be close. So just use my little gravity pickup, grab all these. Oh! I'm getting Jello'd around. 19 seconds. Granted, that's by design. I'm trying to take my time, get as many points, because I know I'll not get another go with this. Take that power up while I'm here. Grab those stars. Alright. And that's loop 2. You're going to be a problem, so I'll take you out. Alright, here we go to a gimmick part of the level. Sort of third-person flying for points. Problem is, stuff like this takes a lot of time, and there's not really a way to speed it up. Like, you can use your drill dive, but it doesn't really help that much. And I did not get enough for that party ball. We do have enough points for the capture now, so that's good. Let's avoid him. I want to high-five him until we get more stars. Those, go on the cannon, and go again. So we're at 71 entering. I don't know how much time we're going to make leaving, but we will do our best to ultimately at least have some time left. Go through here, grab all the stars we can. Ah, we missed the party ball. Left, right. It's really hard to get that because you have to kind of line that up perfect. Okay, so that took about 30 seconds, or at least units of time, whatever they're measured in. That means we should be able to just make it. Go. Go, 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 go. I'm really hoping this makes it, because if it doesn't, I'm going to look really foolish and lose all my points. We'll see what we can do. I'm going to try and drill dash, but again, it's not going to give us a lot. Time. Alright. Oh, I would very much like those. Alright, this is the last lap, so this is where we gotta get the extra points from our NiGHTS buddy up there. Assuming that we don't murder any in the process. That's kind of the big thing. Now I got a house of mirrors where everything is not quite right. This game also has like a stunt system. For some reason, like just LNR, it like activates stunts that aren't really used for anything. But that was kind of part of the cool thing about this was the original design for the Xbox controller kind of came from this game because it came with its own exclusive controller, a 3D controller. And said 3D controller was sort of the basis design. Oh, I didn't want to do that. For the Sega Dreamcast controller, which was sort of the basic design for the Xbox 360, Xbox, and Xbox One controller. So you owe it all to this game, basically. You're welcome. Very important game from a technological standpoint. Alright, here's where I need to be. I don't think I'll be able to take another lap because that took way too long, which is not good. But it's 26 Link, not bad. Oh. Alright, bounce off there. Oh. Grab those. Running out of time, running out of time, really running out of time. Grab those for extra points. Loop back in there. Alright, time to fight the boss. Sega did have a bunch of really colorful games. Okay, this is Jackal. This guy can be the easiest or hardest boss ever. Basically, he's a knockoff of Knights with a cloak. And the thing is, you can basically juggle him. Because he has to run back and grab his cloak every time you attack him. Which means if you just get in between him and his cloak, you can juggle him. Kind of forever, and it's the best. Boop. Boop. Done. Woo! Done. It is a very fun game to watch, and it's definitely a very interesting one. I hope this isn't causing too much motion sickness. Hey! Second highest score. Nice. As you can see next to the score multiplier on the right, they've got different icons. Those are different bosses. So, as you can see, number 1 and number 2, we fought the boss that we just did, which is the set boss for this, because I've got set 2 set bosses, whereas the other ones are all randomized bosses. And as you can see, I got a higher multiplier with the third one, because that's actually a boss I'm particularly extra good with. Also, if you've ever played Sonic Adventure, you probably recognize a lot of music from this game, including this song, because there was a pinball table based on NiGHTS. And reused a lot of assets from NiGHTS. Okay, now there is one more level. That is Twin Seeds, the town these two kids grew up in. It's pretty much identical for both the characters, so I'm not going to bother playing it as both. So we'll just start with the boy. Now, I'm a little bit embarrassed about how bad I might end up doing here, because this was the level I had a world record on at one point. This level's my jam. Splash Garden. Well, it's a great game, Sonic Adventure. I think it's got a lot of issues, but it's still a great game, and it's definitely an important one. Now, this level you can actually loop perfectly if you do it just right, but it's really hard to do. Or at least the first lap of this level you can. Alright, there's the 20 chips we needed. Got the party ball. Grab some points. Grab that. We want those stars. Yes, please. Up here. Drill that back. Now, it might not look it because I'm taking the same route each time, but there are alternate paths. Like, flying backwards from the fountains is actually like a bonus route that a lot of people don't know about. Like, normally you can just go this way if you wanted, but there's less points, so there's not a ton of reason to do so. And that's part of the cool thing about this game, is there's just so many alternate routes and ways to interact with the environment. Grab that. Back up. Go, 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 go. Alright, we are doing okay so far. Again, for a control scheme, that's not exactly what I would say is comfortable for me, but again, the PS2 chunk of this remaster isn't the best. They tweaked a lot from launch, because from launch it was basically unplayable. You just had to play with the Saturn version. Now you can actually play the PS2 version kind of comfortably. But again, that only really affects people who played the metric crap ton out of the Saturn version like I did. 28, 29, 30... Oh, almost got 50. Crap. I had that 50 taken away from me. I got a new record, though. Not bad. Go, 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 go. Grab that and get a friend who will help collect stuff for me. Alright. I just need one more. Yeah, alright. Now, I think that pink tower in the background, that is actually, again, a reference to sort of the equivalent of KOs in this game. Basically, you can change your Nighttopians by fusing them with the enemies, by flinging them into each other. And if you do it just right to create like a certain ambience in the level, you can get like a super rare one, which is like a King Nighttopian. And if you get a King Nighttopian, which I think is what happened there, you get like a tower for him where he lives and stuff. So sometimes you can see him come out of there. There is a tracker for all your Nighttopians in this game as well, which is pretty cool. And if you happen to have one of those, it plays a special song just in honor of the fact you have like the king of all the dream guys in your garden. But it's really hard to get. You go away. Yep, there's the king. We just flew past him. He's got the red body and a crown. Down here. Whoop. You leave those guys alone. I gotta protect them while I'm score attacking. Hey, king. Go, 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 go. Grab those stars. Go in there. Grab all of those points. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm not chatting a lot in the comments, because I cannot see them. I'm kind of score attacking right now, which is, given the time frame, I don't have a lot of ability. Why is it so hard to grab things during this? Like this, there we go. There's a party ball for 15 points, and there's like just 15 points there too. Like you have to hit it with like the perfect angle, and it being the Saturn, at least initially, there isn't really a way to do it because it's not a perfect sphere. There's a nice little clock out of flowers there that actually coincides with the actual clock of your system. Because this game has so many neat little features like that. Go, 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 go. Grab that. Let's not high-five that Nighttopian. We don't need it just yet. Go, go, go. Alright, grab that. Go straight up. Hit that. Grab a whole bunch of points for that. Although it might be easier to grab the party ball. It's been a while since I've done this, so I don't quite remember the perfect routes for this. Apologies for suboptimal play. There's a bonus thing there. Go, 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 go. Grab those. Loop that. I think the best thing to do is try and go straight through. Oh yeah, but I didn't get the party ball. But I got all the points, so that's almost kind of as good. I think it's faster just to sort of go through there and not deal with that. Giant loop. Ballet. Only got 2 stunts. I think you can get like 12, but it's really hard to do. Boop. That's how you get some points right there. Gotta keep score attacking up to the last second. Okay. I think we're doing okay. Not enough to go through there, though. Now we got an underwater section where we turn into like a... I don't know if that's a mermaid or a shark. We've got a dorsal fin now, though. Time to go swimming. Okay, we really want to hit those switches. There's one. Alright, we got some chips, so that we can now exchange them. So fly through. There's a bit of nothing there. I don't think that's a particularly great area for score building. I'm not saying every area needs to be like perfectly loopable or anything, but it would be nice to be able to maintain score like that. And if I recall, there's a switch there, switch there, and if this area looks a little awkward, it absolutely is. Because, as I've said, it's caught a lot of areas that don't really play like the rest of the game, and because of that, the game's not really designed to handle that too well. But, you know, they were making a new kind of game at the time. They're just sort of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what's stuck. And, you know, I think they created something really special. I know it's definitely a game not everyone appreciates because of how different it is, but I love it. Grab those stars. Grab those. I'm not going to be able to get any more points, so we'll just go for the extra stars from there. And boom! Time to fight a boss. Yeah, I could see definitely a lot of Dolphin for when Knights goes underwater. And then I get flashbacks to Echo. Alright, we gotta fight the opera singer Puffy, who's part balloon. And she likes bouncing everywhere, so she's kind of really obnoxious, because sometimes she just bounces in the complete opposite direction of where you want her to go. And like, sometimes you won't grab her, she'll just damage you for no reason. Oh. We just gotta throw her into a little mouse trap back there. And then she gets crushed by it. And then we fly away as we pass portraits of all the enemies. Get back to the entrance before the whole thing explodes. Hey, new record! That's pretty cool. I don't think that's anywhere near my old record, but, you know, for a new record for this version of NiGHTS, I'll take it. That was a pretty big record, too, you know? Not bad. Compared to my old ones, anyway. Still, I think I could probably done a lot better. Alright, this is one of my worst levels. Oh, God. And it's an ice level. Frozen Bell. Now, this area actually is pretty interesting. If you stay on foot, there is a way to get unlimited points. Kind of. But it's prohibitive. So we're not going to bother. But if you wander down the trees, down the hill to your left, the trees will produce unlimited points for you. That guy was just where I didn't want him to be. It happens. Get around there. Go, go, go. This is one of the levels I've never really been able to get good at. Like, the first lap's not too bad. The enemies are a little weirdly placed, but otherwise it's not too bad. But after the first lap, then it gets really, really awkward quickly. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'd like to think I did a good job. Alright. Alright. Just gotta keep going. The track to this song is Take the Snow Train, because there's a train and it's very snowy. It's a very apt song name, I suppose. I know the levels mostly by their song names more than their actual names, because I played the soundtrack to this on my headphones so much. What was really neat about NiGHTS, and some other games did this, I don't think it was entirely intentional, but it being a Sega Saturn game, you could put it on your computer. And some games would have, like, the entire soundtrack available to them. But NiGHTS not only had the soundtrack available to them, like I said, I don't think that was entirely intentional by a lot of games by design, but NiGHTS also had, like, extra wallpapers and, like, screenshots, production art, all sorts of crazy stuff that was only accessible if you put it in your computer, like, as just bonus extra features for you. Which I think is really cool that they were just willing to sort of give you that extra production stuff. That's really cool. Also, I don't think I've ever gotten a link that high in this particular level, because I'm not very good at this level. And done. New record. I can believe it. Oh, Polar Express, man, I have not seen that movie in forever. See, here's where things get really bad really fast, because NiGHTS will grab every single one of these little bars. And if NiGHTS does do that, you're kind of stuck to them for a while. And seeing as we're trying to build, you know, score, that's not good. There's a train. Alright, earn some points. And this is where it gets really hard to earn points through party balls, because you can't really get attached to any chunk of wall, or else you lose your combo. Grab that. Oh, up here. I do not know this level very well, as evidenced by the fact that I got launched backwards. It's kind of a mean little boost in place there. We're just going to point you backwards. Go nuts. Oh. Yeah, it's just easier just to fly around them. The problem is you're kind of magnetically attracted to every type of bar you fly past. So it's not good. Alright. There's 6. Oh, no. Yeah, and that one is, like, ridiculously big. It requires you to basically get everything here without losing your combo, so don't ever touch any of the bars and you're good. Except not really. Now, again, I don't think I'll be able to take another pass at this, so we'll grab the stunt ring. And all the NiGHTOpians down there, they're just waiting for the train. And we're just going to grab some extra points. Boop. Alright. Hey, new record of the area. Cool. I can believe it. Now everything's protected by snowballs, so I can't just get them anymore. Number 8. Grab those. Down, down, down. Whoop, let's not grab that point power up just yet. Gotta wait till the last lap if we really want to make that count. There's the party ball. Okay, there's that. Where is the... We missed it. I think we passed the point booster that we need these points for, but we kind of need that. There it is. Okay, so not good. We wasted an entire lap, basically, not getting points, when we could have been getting, like, multiple points. Let's not loop that and kill that NiGHTS and take my points away. And I think we just took our points for that, so that's less than ideal, but we'll live. Again, this is hardly my best level, so to speak. Oh, nope, he's still there. Cool. Just gotta keep gathering stars, then. Oh no, please take care of your toddler. Alright. Flip, grab those, go, 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 go. There's 16. 7. Ah. I don't think we're going to be able to make another lap, so we might as well just grab as many points here as we can. Alright, last lap. This one starts off the same as the last one, but we're going this way. Let's avoid the capture right now. And here we get to the worst part of this level, because it's, again, one of those gimmicky parts, but you don't really have entirely full control, you only sort of have half control. And it just takes up such a huge chunk of this level. And you have to hit that perfectly to get that party ball, so it's not great. 314 stars so far, not bad. I have no idea how many seconds it takes to get through that, so I'm a little bit worried. We're entering it at 70, we'll say 80. It's better to have more time than less. Okay. Missed those. Okay, so it takes about 20 seconds. Okay. And then... Oh, we didn't even get the... Oh, no. That's going to really hurt my score. And this is probably the last time we can take this. That's not good. Okay, go, 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 go. Alright, well, we got our big points bonus anyway. Unfortunately, I think that's about all we can do here. I don't think we can pull those in. We got 1 or 2. That was not great. Not great, but there was not much I could do about this. This fight is against Klaus, I believe. This fight can actually go really fast or really slow, just depending. Unfortunately, again, like a lot of things in this game, the hitboxes are a little bit questionable. We just have to destroy all these little rockets that he activates. And eventually he'll run out of places to jump to. And then we can attack him. Unfortunately, until then, it's basically just a stall game. But he doesn't really have anywhere to jump to until then he did. And he'll line up for... Yep. If they explode, you take damage, so that's not good. There we go. He only has 1 health. The trick is really hunting him down. That was not ideal, though. That was pretty slow. Okay. Oh, we got a new record, though. I'll take that. I'm terrible at that level. I'm surprised I got a new record given how bad that last lap was. Still. I'll take it. Alright. Actually, that was a pretty significant record compared to my last one. That's the best time I did against Klaus. Alright, this is one of the most complicated areas of the game. In fact, I would say it's probably the most complicated area. Stick Canyon, the revival. Also, fantastic soundtrack and a great boss fight in this level. Unfortunately, some chunks of this are just a little bit awkward. Okay. So basically, it's a giant mining quarry. We have nowhere near enough chips, and that just wasted a whole mess of time I didn't want to. Oh, come on, party ball. You're coming with me. This is a level I've never been particularly good with. I want to get really good at Stick Canyon, though. This is one of my favorite levels by design. Just because it's such an interesting design compared to the others. It's a lot more complex, I think. Grab that. Oh. Got hit by the lightning from the lion over there. Ah, but we got the points. That's what matters. 9. Not enough there. Oh, yep. Got to keep that going. I missed that, though. Go, go, go. Grab all the points ever. Yep. Yep. Alright. We're doing okay. If you're running around this level on foot, it is, like, insanely complex. And it has, like, just so many secret areas. Like, a lot of areas in this game have secret areas if you're running on foot. This one is just kind of insanely detailed, from what I remember. Like, it has, like, a giant tower that you can kind of fly through, and you have to at one point, but there's elevators and stuff you can climb onto in there, and there's just a ton of really interesting surprises in this level. For just running around on foot. Oh, that's not good. That's bad. But we can make it. Okay. Oh, I missed all those points. That's not good. Alright, now see this? This is why I hate this level. You can collect points doing this, but it's entirely random, and it's very slow, and you don't have really much control over any of it. And the thing is, the last lap of this area is entirely this, and it's about 3 times longer. So as much as I like this level, like, that thing is just terrible. But we managed to get that. Now, the nice thing is, if I recall, you can actually skip these. Or at least you can skip one of them. The problem being that I don't think you get as many points if you do, and the route is about as long, so it's really just how much control you want over trying to get points. Okay, so that took about 20 seconds. Also, there was an enemy there that was creating their own loop, which you can actually fly through for bonus points. Alright, there, we skipped it. Oh, that's actually a lot faster. Okay, we're taking that route now. Okay, why not take that? Let's go this way. Fly through the lamp squid's powers. Whoop! I just missed it for the popper. The party popper. I want all the points that you can give me. Uh-oh, we're running out of time. I really hope we can go back, because I'm not confident in going for another lap. I need to stick with it, but I didn't. Okay, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. I do appreciate how intuitive everything sort of leads to everything else. It's sort of like, well, going back to Mario Maker here. You know, when someone creates a path of coins to lead stuff. Alright, this is a gimmick here. I'm now hyper-magnetized, and everything will get stuck to me. And as long as I don't come into contact with anything, I get to keep it as bonuses. Which is a really cool idea. I go to the demagnetization machine, and it gives you points. Oh, we do actually have enough chips for this, so I'm going to grab that. Okay. Woo! Gotta loot. Alright. Go this way. Like that. And now you gotta hit that switch to get out of here. Unfortunately, we hit that at a weird angle, so we kind of messed up the camera just a scooch. Whoop! Ah, I gotta remember that that's there. The magnetization process. I think if you spin to move faster, you also lose stuff. So you don't really want to do that either. You just gotta be really careful and slow with this bit, which is kind of antithetical to how I play this game, but still. Got more points that time anyway. Running out of time. I don't have time for stunt looping. Through here. Okay. Last lap. Never mind. As the game exclaims at me in all caps. Alright, here's the tower. Now this thing you can actually climb on foot, because they added all sorts of crazy elevators and stuff for you. And I completely messed that up. Also, there's things that are going to fall on you because it's a construction area. And they have lights to warn you about it. And I'm not very good at it, evidently. That. Oh! Straight up. Oh, why do I keep running into everything? At this rate, I'm only going to get one loop of this entire area. It's not good. Okay, grab that, so we've actually got the goal here. Okay. So bear in mind we entered this at about 40 seconds. I have basically no control over any of this. Like, I can swing it left to right, but it doesn't really do what you think it would do, because its movement is just kind of random. It just sort of registers, oh, hey, you're moving, so we'll move you. It doesn't really move in any way. And now we get stuck on the first one. At best, even if you were moving really fast, you might be able to make, like, 2 loops of this, but that's about it. I'm going to run out of time any second now. Yeah. I lost all my points. And that's the villain of the game. It's a giant clock shaped like an egg. That's one of the villains because you're dreaming. Unfortunately, we've now lost pretty much all our points. So we're just going to have to go to the boss with a D rank. Oh, that's... I cannot stand those stupid little zipline things. Now I get to fight our clone, Rila. I always thought he had a cool design. And the fight's actually pretty cool, because he does exactly everything you do. So it's really about knowing how to utilize the mechanics, other than the computer can. Like that. Bad score. One entire chunk of that was just bad score. And still, that was the third high score. Well, still pretty far away from my top score. Might have actually made it had I actually not completely screwed up that last lap. Alright. On to the final level. Which is basically reality, kinda. And it's identical-ish for both characters, so... Can't fuse with knights, so we get flung onto this thing, and there's nothing we could do, we're just sort of stuck here. Might as well just fling myself off a cliff. Because it turns out the magic was in us the whole time, or some malarkey. Except we don't have the light trail behind us that allows us to pick stuff up, so it's not good. Although we do have like a minor magnetic field around us, so there's little bits of this that kind of work to our advantage. Fortunately, these stupid balloons kind of really make it awkward to try and navigate. Alright, gotta grab all the blue chips. But where's the blue dip? And where the hell am I? Ugh, I find this area so disorienting. Alright, there should be one more around if I don't get bonked by a balloon somewhere. Whoop. It's also worth noting that they don't really respawn between laps, which is a little weird. At least here. Go, 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 go. Okay, I need to be down here. Let's not tag those boxes. And just tag the one that gives me money. Because money is what I need in order to open the thing. Because they're just greedy little jellyfish things that won't give me my dream energy unless I pay them a whole bunch of blue spheres. But we got plenty of stars, which is nice. Although I don't think there is a Nighttopian that you can high-five at the end of the level to get, ultimately, the bid for stars. You also can't continue, if I recall. The next area just sort of starts the moment you grab it. So this level's got slightly different mechanics. So I'm sorry about your husband. Go, go, go. Oh, yep. There's an 18 pointer there. That's not bad. Keep going. Gotta make sure to activate drill there, or else you'll stop at every single balloon. And then it gets real slow. Alright, where is the... There it is. Okay. Grab these, grab these, grab these. Up. The angle the camera's pointed at here doesn't really do us any favors. And I'm about to run out of time. I don't know where the capture is. 2 seconds left. That was a lot closer than I meant that to be. And there's the girl character who, at this point, our characters have never interacted. In fact, they only interact here and in the final scene. Although there was a comic book that tried to give this game a bit more of a plot, and it was a little bit weird, but I remember it being pretty enjoyable. And that's the final boss. Alright. Basically just avoid stuff and attack him. And you can only do damage to you if your partner's with you. So you gotta kind of go at him at the same time. Whoop! And he really likes throwing random crap at you for a while. That's 2. Three. Now it's a rainy tsunami type of area. And those hurricanes only have one spot of safety in them, which is a little awkward. And boom, we're done. And that's pretty much all of Nights into Dreams, again, minus the other characters' version of it. It's interesting that they've got slightly different colored knights is when they fuse here, but I think that's only for that area. And boom, we beat the game. And now we have plot-ish, kinda. Plot might be a strong word, but we have a cutscene. But yeah, that's me playing a game that I'm quite fond of because I'm old and wanted to feel less old. I think that will be it for now. I will be back in about an hour to do Mario. I gotta have some dinner first, but yeah, that was nice. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll leave you to the ending.
could be together forever.